This is a pretty exciting day. Everyone is crowded around the new Aston Martin, and it looks super sick. It kind of makes me think, if this was like a full dealership in the Crew Motorfest, we'd probably have people in here all the time. Imagine them being able to visually customize cars in the background and things like that. Mate, these are things they've got to do for this game, not the next one. Chop chop. Anyway, that is not the only car for today, because I was kind of curious. My initial thoughts on this thing would be to jump to say this is one of the weirdest looking cars I think I've ever seen. But, okay, I'm disappointed. But, concept cars are like the coolest thing ever. So this is a Ford Shelby GR1 Concept. And I've learned a little bit about this car because, quite frankly, it is just peculiar. And I don't even know where to begin. Aston? This is the Aston Martin Valhalla. What is that NOS flame? Please be a good one. Here we go. And you know what? That's actually pretty sick. And we've got these wheels to go along with it. It's incredibly expensive. I think you could just go to the store to buy the car. There it is. 1.6 million. Or you could buy it with the crew credits. 40,000 more for the bundle. I wish... There's elements I want. You know what? Stuff it. Go on. Go on then. Get it done. Right, so let's check this thing out and give it a listen. What is this? Why is it crying? Why is my car crying? This needs to stop. This needs to stop right now. Ooh. Why does it sound so meaty? What the hell? Okay, come on. Give me a good noise average, Howard. Please, I'm begging. I mean, it's kind of the generic audio for the Crew, but they've done a little pitch shift. It sounds so muscly. Why does it sound so muscly? What the hell? Yeah, I don't know how to process this. It sounds like it's a classic American V8. Now, once again, as you've probably expected, no visual customization on this Aston Martin, but at least we can... Holy crap. Slam this thing down to the floor. Just copy the front setting. Yeah. You can, of course, also change the wheels, but to be honest with you, I think it looks super sick as it is, and the interior color is what you can customize. I kind of like it as it is. I'm not going to touch it. Manufacturer colors available. What is that? It's almost the same color as my shirt, so I don't know why I'm insulting the Aston. Oh, that's a nice color. Why are they putting me in the interior view when I press overview? That's not what I want. I want to look around the outside of it. For crying out loud. And the Aston Martin green colors is kind of the way I'm probably going, if I'm honest with you. So let's go with that. That's so sick, though. What is that? You know what? I need to buy it, and then I can, like, apply it to other cars. That's how it works, right? Let's get this thing fully upgraded and kind of experience what it has to offer. It's in the hypercar class, obviously. I mean, look at it. Man, this game is stunning. I don't care what people say. Come on. A 999 unit production run. Oh, bro's cruising. Too late. Whoa, I just saw the inside of my arm. Wait, what is this camera? The camera. No one tested this camera. 4-liter twin-turbo V8 Aston Martin, and it looks spectacular. One of the reasons to actually be proud of Britain in this trying time. Usually just over 1,000 horsepower. This thing is kind of slipping, sliding all over the place. Something that you notice about the Crew Motorfest is it's absolutely dialed in with a lot of these new cars, especially when this one is supposed to be F1 aero technology inspired. Why is she slipping all over the damn shop? Okay, maybe it's... No, it's oversteering. It's a little sloppier than, like, some of the other cars we've been driving recently, which kind of doesn't make any sense. But hey, you know what? Whoa! Whoa! It's like a damn jet. That's smoke afterwards as well, by the way. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Okay, let's put the UI on because I can't see what I'm doing. One of the things I keep forgetting to do is assign my new legend points every single time I get them. If you're new to the Crew and you haven't been playing since the beginning of time, this is properly hidden away. Highly recommend you basically max out as much as possible. What should I do as my next one? Refill during jumps. That's a good one. That's a good one. Air nitro power. Yeah. Refill while drifting. I do that every second. Clearly, I've not done any of this yet, but I am bronze. It said I get a reward. What's my reward? Yo, I'm going to be honest. Didn't know that this actually gave you a schedule. That's really nice. What's my reward? Give me my reward, please. Oh, XP. All right, that's not bad. Legend points. Maybe I should actually put some time into this. 250 legend tickets for the... hey, I don't compete. I just don't do competition. I want to drive fun cars and do some customization and hopefully be told a story along the way. That's that's the type of game for me. Let's give this car a go then, a proper go on the course. Come on. I love this route, actually. Probably one of my favorites, but it's a good way to test out hypercars. Driving at the absolute limits. Honestly, Aston has made a pretty sexy looking car, which, to be fair, Aston Martin recently has been doing really well, as long as you ignore the behemoths that they've been making too. The Aston Martin design team is properly back on it. I feel like they had a little bit of a wobble, you know, a little bit of a tumble down the stairs. Make sure Granny's okay. I'm sorry. I'm talking about just a little scare there for a moment where Astons were kind of being like, why wouldn't I just buy a Mercedes instead? I can get the Mercedes powertrain from Mercedes and the Mercedes looks fine. Whoa, Bugatti's actually trying to pull on me there. What the hell? We got some competition here. Okay, it's a little, once you're actually at pace, it's a little less, you know, insane, but I like the leeriness. I like the little bit of craziness, but at the same rate, it just kind of makes no sense in a car like this. I mean, look at that wang. Have you seen the wang? Oh, it feels good. You know, when people say this game feels a little funny, they must be turning traction off. This ain't no Forza, okay? Yes, I feel... balls. I feel like they need to work on that, but whoa! I think that's the issue you've got when you use like realistic traction and assist settings as the naming structure. That's going to confuse people a little bit, and so maybe we should, you know, go back to hardcore mode and, you know, stability. It's an arcade game. Let's stop pretending otherwise, okay? And I don't want it to be Simcade. I want it to be an arcade racing game. All right, it's a dying breed. Come on, Aston. Come on, Aston. Oh, bit of a wet road there. Jesus. That smoke effect is so sick. Wish they did a bit better on the sound. Wish they did significantly better on the customization. But hey, I understand that they usually, when they do customization, they do it well. So usually I give them the benefit of the doubt. It's probably the manufacturer. But was it in this case? I don't know. Are there any other Astons that just refuse to allow customization? Also, is this now better than the 177? My favorite Aston Martin that's ever made? No. I prefer the 177 or 177 or whatever you want to piss and call. I don't care. But it's still got the grille, so that's kind of nice, isn't it? Moving on, to be clear, to the Ford Shelby GR1. Now, the reason I was a little conflicted by this at the beginning, I think it's pretty obvious. It's a bit of a big one. I don't like that cars are becoming absolutely massive. It makes zero sense to me why you're making what should be a small car so tall. Now, I get it in the case of EVs, unfortunately, but if Porsche can do it, and I actually keep with the Taycan, very sleek, sexy car, and still has a good mileage range, I don't know why we're going to the big uns. Even like your equivalent to Golfs, they're just so much taller now, and I hope this is a temporary thing. Because I went to a museum the other day, and there's really big cars, and you're like, damn, of course, yeah. We used to have really massive cars, and then we made them small, and now we're making them bigger again. What's the point? What is the point? We're going opposite of efficiency. Anyway, that kind of makes up for it. Holy crap. Look at that rear end. That is genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The shooting brake, oh, mwah, makes up for it. I am no longer mad. It kind of gives the vibes of the Ford of, I guess, this era. When is this era we're talking about, to be fair? 2004. Yeah, it gives the Ford era vibes. Very, very happy with it. Oh, mate. That fitment is genuinely sensual. Oh, toppy the front there. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm glad that we've at least got this, because quite honestly, I would be a little bit upset if we didn't. Let's put the red brakes on there. That's beautiful. No interior customization. I mean, it's this rare concept thing. Do I care that much? We've got chrome. What in the hell is going on? I just realized the humps on the hood. What? And we've also got, oh, the blue. Blue is very cool. The silver is really nice, but the blue is very cool. I'm glad that we've still got the stripes. Very, very nice. So this is Street Tier 2, making it, well, not the same class. So very glad. One really odd design characteristic I can't stop looking at. The front lights almost seem like they just cut the ends off. They cut the ends off and they were like, put the bumper there. It feels like it should carry on into the bumper. Do you see what I mean? I don't know what they were going for. Based on the 1960s Shelby Daytona Coupe, if you will. 6.4 liter V10. 600 horsepower. We've, of course, put more in it. So, let's give it a go, shall we? It's unfortunate that obviously you, Oh, okay, it's got like Lamborghini V10 noises. It's got Lamborghini V10 noises, but you know what? I'm not even mad about it. It's much better than what the Aston was bloody sounding like. Let's give it up. Oh, the slow shift. Can I just say slow shifts? I love it. I actually love it. There's something about like a proper delayed shift that just feels tremendous. It looks awesome. Drives kind of as I would expect it to in this case. It would feel a little muscly, a little aggressive on the power. Interior looks like something out of Fast and Furious 1. Not being positive in that way. Oh, the shift. Go on, do the manual. Do the manual. Go on, do it. Shift. I've got no gears left, or at least it's going to take me 20 years to get to them. Let's start from the beginning. How is he shifting it? Is it an auto box? It cannot... No, that's a manual box. Yo, what is that? They should have just done gated shifter. That would have been timeless. I'm trying to ignore this event, by the way. I'm not doing it. Stop it. Leave me alone. You get the feel of driving like a classic muscle, but the soundtrack of a modern hypercar. It's a 10-year-old hypercar, not modern anymore. But you got the Ford build quality where you know this thing would be creaking. And you know what? I ain't even mad about it. That would be fine. It would be part of the characteristic. When you're driving an old-ass car like this, that's what you want. I want my car to creak. I don't know why there's a massive hole in my dashboard. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a clock or something. Something not useful in the slightest. What a car! I'm looking around for like an oval course because quite honestly, this would be the perfect car to do it. We're gonna wait for that damn NASCAR update. Come on, 1 more month, right? Jeez! Chop chop. I kind of love the scaling of this. I know it's like zooming in, but if you go back and forth between these two cars here, so you got this, and then bang! Massive! Small. Don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of trying to do the token objectives as we go through these like custom cars. I think it's a really nice way to do it and kind of encourage me to do it. What? I'm speaking too quickly. That R8, I wanted to finish my sentence and get my point across. That R8 kind of looks massive by comparison, doesn't it? I mean, this thing looked really tall and huge, but I think it's just not very wide. I think that's the main thing. It's a little... Yeah, look at it. It's tiny. What the hell? Its perception is really messed up because it's not very wide. And that's probably why it drives like ass. Give this boy a wide body. Give it a wide layout. Kind of needs it. What a car! I didn't know this existed, and that's one of the things I love about playing racing games like this, and the crew doing an actually genuinely good job introducing me to cars that I had no idea existed about 2 minutes ago. I think they should make a bigger deal about the cars coming to the game, especially if it's something really cool like this. I guess this is the season pass, to be fair, but even the Aston Valhalla, like, yes, we get a cool little video. And to be honest, I would probably fall asleep listening to Aston Martin blokes talk about what Aston Martin is adding into the crew mode. Couldn't care what those blokes have to say. I guess that's why I'm doing this for you. I'm bringing it to you, telling you a little bit of information about it, and kind of just giving you like this. This is absolutely awesome. I have found a new car that I really, really do want to see everywhere. And it's like the game knew. Battle of the V10s. It picked a perfect opponent for this situation. Woo. It is also unfortunate that you can't do interior customization because you could have also seen that it has butterfly doors. You can kind of tell by looking at them. Very, very cool. Nice little unique element. I miss the days of putting big engines in small cars and being like, whatever. We'll just give it a go anyway. Car manufacturers don't experiment in the same way anymore. And it's so infuriating. Because, man, they used to make some really cool stuff. These days, we're on the down a little bit. Let's be real, all right? We're on the down a little bit. What do you think of it? I think I might like this more than, you know... Well, more than the R8. That's for sure.